Hey, yo, what is up? We have some interesting news for you today coming out from the armoredpetrol.com blog site. This apparently rumored to be World of Tanks 2.0 interface in testing. Don't know how true it is, but if you've ever played Armored Warfare, this just looks a lot like Armored Warfare. Maybe Wargaming bought over the Armored Warfare game and made it their own and is now developing World of Tanks 2.0. I do not know for sure. This is what the authors of the Armored Patrol are claiming to be. This does look like some kind of test in alpha or beta. But like I said, the interface does look a lot like the Armored Warfare. If you ever played Armored Warfare, it was a long time ago. The colors look the same, the engine looks the same, the graphics look the same, the textures of the tank, of the hardware or the Bradley or whatever, they look the same as the Armored Warfare, the old Armored Warfare, but I'll let you guys decide for yourself. Looks like we have a little bit of modern gameplay here. This is a night map and the Bradley is equipped with a night vision, which is really interesting because this is definitely modern tanks. You have the machine guns out in front and you also have the TOW missiles. TOW missiles, of course, is the I don't know what is the acronym for again, but it's basically tube something optically guided, and then W is for wired because there is a wire that connects your tank to the missiles as it flies through the air. You can basically point your missile or point your barrel, point your gun at it, keep your reticle on your target, and the missile will be guided towards the missile through a thin wire that connects your tank to that missile. That's why it's called TOW. So TOW stands for tube mounted, I think, optically something, and then remotely wired or some shit like that. But basically it's a remote control missile with a really thin wire. So this is the machine gun demonstration. Again, if you've ever played the Armored Warfare, this does look very familiar for you guys. I did play it a little bit when it first came out. Didn't really enjoy the graphics too much. The textures of the tank looks a little bit, I think World of Tanks looks a little bit better with its textures. This one, not too great. You can tell it's a different engine or different art, different textures. Simply when you are in the garage, you look at the texture of the T-55A, you know what the T-55A looks like in your World of Tanks garage, but in this garage it looks slightly different. There was also an M60 I saw in the garage of this. You also can call Airstrikes here from the A10 with the bird gun. I don't know what's the gun called, but it's a bird gun because it makes that bird sound. Really cool though, the Airstrikes with the A10. And here you can see the missile following where the reticle points, so that's how the TOW missiles work on the Bradley, I suppose. And this is like a 5-minute demonstration of what the Bradley can do. I suppose if you drive some other tank, it'll work differently. There will be a whole bunch of different kind of mechanics for so many different kinds of tanks, right? Because you have reactive armor, you have like the Bradley, you can see the boxes on the side of this, on the skirts, on the side skirts of the tanks. Those are reactive armor or explosive armor, whatever you call them. Here comes the Airstrike again. This is the A10 with the bird gun. I don't know if this is a 50 cal gun mounted. Oh, it's not a 50 cal gun. It can't be a 50 cal gun. It has to be like a huge It's got to be a huge bullet on the A10. But anyway, this is the firing range. I think that is definitely an Abrams. And we are shooting into the lower plate of the Abrams. And then we're going to test the machine guns on the lower plate as well. So again, if you are familiar with armored warfare, this does look a lot like armored warfare. So I'm not sure if this is just some kind of prank or if there is any truth in this being World of Tanks 2.0 in alpha or in alpha test or whatever, internal testing. Maybe, you know, Wargaming bought over armored warfare and they are looking at their options on how they can integrate this into World of Tanks. This does look like some kind of a test bed, so you know, even if this was the old armored warfare, it would still be very interesting how they are going to combine armored warfare and World of Tanks together, or whether this is going to be a totally separate game. I'm not sure. Maybe they could make this a tier 11, tier 12. Also available, looks like you have some kind of helicopter gameplay, maybe something like War Thunder. I am not too sure. If you want to investigate a little bit further, you got to go to the armoredpatrol.com. It is a blog site. Go harass the author and ask him what is up and what is going on. Is this armored warfare? Looks like this is a Cobra or an Apache helicopter with rockets, and it looks like it's some kind of guided rockets as well, because you can control it. I think this is a Cobra if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is a Cobra. And yeah, really interesting. So World of Tanks 2.0, you're gonna have modern tanks, you're going to have air to ground combat. I don't know if you can pilot the A10, but it looks like you can pilot helicopters, so maybe Cobras and Apaches are in play. Maybe you can drive the Soviet Hind. I don't know, but looks pretty interesting. Looks like there's a lot of components to this game. If this is in fact World of Tanks 2.0, you're going to have surface-to-air missiles, you're going to have air-to-ground missiles, you're going to have air-to-ground combat, you're going to have helicopters. I don't know if you're going to have planes, but it looks like we're going to have helicopters. We're going to have airstrikes from A10s at the very least, so that's interesting. Maybe if you're driving a Soviet tank, you will have Soviet airstrikes. I don't know. That's possible. Entirely possible. But yeah, very interesting. You can fly around in a helicopter, shoot stuff, blow stuff up with machine guns, with rail guns. Well, maybe it's not a rail gun. It's a whatever gun you call it. And there you go, that's another kind of guided rocket missile. The comms sound interesting as well. I really do actually like what I'm seeing, if this is true. How easy is it to play? We will find out in the future if it ever does come out, if this is accurate information or true information. This would be definitely very interesting. So let's just watch to the end of the video, maybe another minute and 10 seconds left of this video. Let's just absorb this and dream about the future of World of Tanks. I'm not saying this is definite or this is accurate. I do not know how reliable thearmoredpatrol.com is in terms of leaks and accuracy of the information that they are releasing on their blog site. I do know that this is, it looks a lot like Armored Warfare. It could be the old Armored Warfare, I'm not sure. But if this is World of Tanks 2.0 being developed in, you know, in the test bed, alpha or whatever, this would be very interesting indeed. Obviously within the, you know, in the next few days, next few weeks, next few months, there will be a lot of gossip going on. I will keep you informed, whatever news that I can dig up, and I will upload anything as quickly as possible so that you guys will always be in the loop. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.